Hi, I'm Larissa, and I'm Dallas Willard's granddaughter. And he used to say I was a granddaughter. But granddaughters only exist with grandfathers. And he was the best grandfather of them all. He always knew what to say, no matter what the issue was. He always knew what to do to make me feel better, even if we were just playing games. He would play the silliest games with me. There was one game that wasn't really even a game that I made up, and he played it every time I asked. What we did was go down their driveway a little and sit on this big rock, and it was large enough to the point where I sat on it and my legs would hang over the edge and just swing back and forth, and Grandpa would stand next to me. The game of it was just simply finding rocks and throwing them down the hill and seeing who could throw them the farthest. That was never really the main focus while we were down there, though. The main focus was whatever we were talking about, until I wanted to talk about something else. I was young, and so I don't remember what we would talk about, but I remember the way that we would talk. And we would talk in any way that we wanted to, but he would talk in such a loving, calming way. He always talked like that. I always wanted that voice to teach me at USC. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and how that isn't going to happen. But I realized while I was thinking about it, that he had already been teaching me more than I could ever have learned in school. He taught me how to learn and observe things without him saying anything. He taught me the importance of thinking and the importance of taking time to choose your words. He taught me the importance of the little things. The little things that he did were my favorite. And so were the big things. It was just everything that he did. It was so loving and kind and unconditional. He had unconditional love for everyone that he met. That was another thing that he taught me. Love everyone. I gotta work on that one a little more. He had that one perfect, though. All the little things he did added up every day, one by one, and showed how much he cared about you. Some of the little things he did for me really showed how much he cared, now that I look back on it. When he was in his study, writing or typing on his computer, I would always try to sneak up and scare him. He would always act surprised to make me happy. That's love. He always used to wave us off as we drove away. And now some people will wave their family off, but he had a long driveway. And he would wave me goodbye from behind his white picket fence until we couldn't see each other anymore. He would do it every time without fail. It became our way of saying, I love you and see you soon, without having to say anything to him. I love you and see you soon was the last thing I said to him. I will still see him soon in heaven. He told me in the hospital that if he passed, it wouldn't be long until we resumed our life together. The years to come without Grandpa will seem like nothing compared to the eternity that we will be spending together with the Lord. But it's already been too long without him here. It's been too long since I've held his strong, gentle, big, loving hands. It's been too long since I've had a hug from my magnificent, strong, larger-than-life, teddy bear-like, #1 Grandpa. It's been too long since I got wisdom from the smartest guy I know. He said it to me in the hospital just before his last surgery. We were all walking out of the room, and he called me back in, just for a moment. So we were the only two in the room. And he said, give him heaven. At the time, I'm pretty sure he just meant it as a joke, or maybe he didn't. He had a way of saying things that would be meaningless to him, but if you kept thinking about it, they would become so meaningful that you would never forget them. So anyway, give him heaven.